Okay, we will develop a plugin in WordPress. We will see how we can add records, we can delete records, we can update records. Okay, so this is the plugin to add, edit, delete, even search. Okay, it is called CRUD, CRUD. Okay, create, update, delete. So let's start. First of all, we should save this file inside C Xen htdocs and your WordPress folder, and WP content, okay, and plugins. Now I should create a directory, a folder, and name it CRUD. Okay, now I should open it. Inside CRUD I write settings.php. okay, this is the file name, this is settings.php. okay, now WordPress plugin, the first line is PHP, the second line is comment start and comment end, and we should write plugin name. Plugin name is using okay, this is plugin name, this is description, second thing is description is using WordPress. okay, third line is author, who is writing, okay, or version, its version is 1.0, and author is wpdb.com, and author URI, the link is http://uters3.com. okay, or WordPress is can recognize this. okay, I should save it and go to WordPress and see the plugins. okay, this is CRUD, CRUD. okay, I should activate it, and before activating it, this is CRUD using WordPress, this is version number I have created, and this is the link URI. okay, now I go to the file and I paste to save the time, add action. okay, add action, admin menu, and manage. This manage is a function. okay, this function, it will call this function in the admin menu when and add menu page. This is the first link, this is the title, this is the link name, whatever you should see. You should see CRUD. okay, CRUD. Okay, and manage options is capability. Then you write __ file, and then you write function name. Function name is, for example, options. Okay, for example, options and system options. This is the default add menu page function you have to call. This is called hook, WordPress hook. Okay, this is action hook. Okay, now what I do is I write something here. Okay. It is based on MVC. Okay, M is model. Okay, V is view, and C is controller. C is controller. Controller fetches data from DB and displays it on view. This is the statement. Okay, we should follow this statement, and this is the statement we will create a practical application. Okay, so first start, what is design should be started. Okay, so we have a view, class view. Okay, we have class view, and in the view we have a function, and it's called view. Display form, and we should pass the records. Okay, and we should pass option, $option. Okay, there will be multiple forms. Okay, now this form, we should have a form. I should write echo and semicolon, and then inside it I write form method is equal to post. Okay, now I write form close. Okay, this option is if of $of is equal to new. Option if $of is equal to new, this should be displayed. Okay, this form should be displayed. This is the form. What should be displayed? It is name, input box, input, type is equal to text, name is equal to name, value is equal to empty. Okay, and we should put this inside some table. Okay, so table style is equal to background color black. Okay, and color is white. This is our style. Okay, and we should write TR, and this TR will hold TR er close, and this will hold first column, er pd, and this is, I should take this, copy this, paste inside it, paste, okay, and I should close td. Okay, this is the row. Now I should copy this row. Copy and paste. Paste. Second row, and third is then course, then we will have email, and okay. So this is course name. Course name should be course. Okay, course name should be course, and we have email. Okay, and this name should be email. So I should close table, and also the first row should be, we should have before this form h2, add new, okay, h2, right? Now this is add new. When, else if $of is equal to edit, okay, edit, then I should copy this and paste there. Copy and paste. If option is equal to edit, h2, edit record, okay, method is equal to post, this should be same. Then we have text name, everything is okay. Now we will have this dot concatenation, and we will have value we will have records, okay, and we have for each $records, we will pass $records as $record, okay, and we have this $name is equal to $name is equal to empty, okay, $course is equal to empty, email is equal to empty, okay. So $email is equal to empty. Now $name is inside loop, $name is equal to $record of name, which we will create table, okay, and course is equal to dollar records course, and we have dollar email is equal to dollar records email. Okay, and now I should write here dollar name, okay, for update, and I should have this and dot dot, and here I should write dollar course and dot dot its value. Okay, I get the value from the database and fetch the record and now displaying it. Okay, dollar email, right? Now another button. Yes, button very important. This is tr. Okay, I should write copy and paste, and this should be like this, td, and then I open again td, right? This is second td. I should write course td, and I should write td and yes, then I have td close, and I write td this input. Okay, I should write td and close this td, and I should write td this. Now name is equal to width is equal to 30%. Okay, its width is equal to 30%. 30%. Okay, width is equal to 30%, and here we have email, we have a button. Okay, and this should be empty, or column span is equal to 2, and then width should be equal to so we will have this, and input type is equal to submit, name is equal to this is edit record, name is equal to edit btn, and value should be update. Okay, value should be update. So this button, we will have this button. I should save this. Now this is our edit form, and another thing we required is input type hidden. Okay, inside form input type is equal to hidden record, hidden, name is equal to id, its value should be double quotes, then double dot, and then dollar id, dollar email is the id, right? Dollar email is id. Okay, now these are two forms for edit for new we have two options in the view. Okay, and third option is else if $of is equal to view or list, okay, then I should display the form, this form, okay, copy and paste, and I write echo. You see, this is view, okay. Now we should remove this. And we have name, and this is $name, okay. And there should be one row. In the top row I should display PR and PR, and I should display TD width is equal to 20%, and this is name, and I should close it. Okay. Then TD width is equal to 30%, and I should write course and TD. Now I should add TD width is equal to 30%, and it should be even, and this is TD. Okay, this is first row. Okay, I should remove all other rows. Okay, this is okay, two more columns. Yes, two more columns. TD width is equal to 10%, and edit, and TD, and we should delete width is equal to 10% and TD. Okay, I should copy this. Copy, okay, and I paste here, okay. Okay, now in the name field I should have $name, in the course field I should have double quotes, then double dot, then $course. Okay, then I will have this, and inside it I should write this, the email I should remove email, and $email, and this is also a loop. this is also loop, and in the second row, okay, I should display it like this. Then for loop for dollar records as dollar record, okay, and this I should write, close this, okay. Now this should be dollar record name, dollar record and course, dollar record and email, okay. So we have this edit button. In the edit we should have a link, input, we should have a href is equal to admin.php, okay. What page? Our page is settings settings.php page is equal to settings.php, and inside settings page is equal to CRUD, CRUD.php, and slash settings.php slash setting CRUD and this CRUD and settings.php, and then we have second option is option is equal to edit, and we should have third option id is equal to email, okay. id is equal to this, id is equal to like this, double dot this, dollar record and email. This is because this into and this, okay. This should be inside into this, okay. Now I have echo statement. This is edit, and what about delete? Delete is same link. Delete is same link. Copy, and I should also do this and this, and this is A. Okay, now I should paste this link here. This is a admin.php group settings op is equal to delete. Op is equal to delete. id is equal to this, and this should be deleted. This, and we have to close the anchor tag. Okay, now let's save. Okay, now records as record. This is our list. So this is our complete view. Okay, so view, you see, view is what? View is HTML. These may be separate pages and we can include over here. Okay, but we have a small project. We want to see how model view controller architecture works with WordPress. Okay, this is a PHP class. Okay, and this is the view, complete view class, right? Now this data comes from some model. There should be a model to fetch the data from the database, okay, and display on this view. And now we are going to add another class. Okay, we can make we can put these classes into separate files, okay, in the classes folder, but we are just learning, and this should be on the same page so that you can understand what is going on. Okay, so second class is class model. Okay, model class will contain dollar private dollar records. Okay, this should be object, this will be object. Okay, and we will have function query. This is not a WordPress query function. Okay, this is our query function, and we will set, this is important, okay, global wpdb. This object is globally defined in WordPress for the database. Okay, and we can get all the database functions. There is no need to MySQL connect, everything is there. Okay, you have to write your code and use the WordPress built-in functions. Okay, the built-in function is, first built-in function is dollar, okay, I should write dollar this dot records is equal to dollar wpdb WordPress database and get results, and we pass the query. The query is $SQL. Okay, the query is $SQL. Okay, $SQL, and return, it should return dollar records, dollar this dot records. Okay, this is the result of the query. Okay, now we have query function. This is our model class. Okay, now we have only one function. Okay, get results and display. And now we have class controller. Okay, I should save it, and its private data is $name dollar name private, dollar course private, dollar email. Okay, this, and we should have public function controller. Okay, underscore construct. This is constructor with arguments dollar name, dollar course, dollar email. Okay, now construct means dollar this dot name is equal to dollar name. Okay, dollar this arrow course is equal to dollar course, and dollar this dot email is equal to dollar email, right? When class will be initiated, this data will be set. This is private data of the class, and we will pass name, course and email from the form post method, post collection, right? Now when we create object, this is initialization. In the constructor you initialize the variables. Okay, variables have been initialized. Now what would I do? I should save first. Okay, so there should be a public function. Okay, public function and function save, public function save, and we will pass $SQL to it. Okay, save is, it will save the data. Okay, what is the data? The data is $SQL. $SQL is equal to, save is insert. Okay, insert into WP prefix table we can use, but we are not using. Okay, this is user, we are hard coding it, but there is a wpdb prefix of the table. Every table should have a prefix of wpdb. Okay, users, we have only one table. There are many tables. If there are many tables, then we should write the wp prefix. But users, insert into users, users name, course, email, and values are $name, values are double quotes, this double dot, and this single quote and comma. This is $this dot name. Okay, now I should copy this, copy, the values should be written here. Okay, copy and paste. Okay, there are two dots, this course, and then we have email. Okay, this is insert function of SQL. Okay, we are not coding SQL. Okay, insert into users name, course, email and its values. These are the values when constructor set get the post collection, set the data, and this will save. This is saved, and now function, we have public function update. Okay, we will pass $SQL also. Okay, okay, there is we are not passing $SQL to save. Okay, we should just call dollar model is equal to new model. Okay, right, and $model dot query $SQL. Okay, this is save function. Then we have update function. For the update function, we will have this, this. Okay, copy, we should paste here, and it is update users set name is equal to $name is equal to this, comma, and we should have double dot. We should all including this in the update. Okay, $name $this dot name, comma, course is equal to this, double dot, this, and then this, and we will write $this dot course is equal to course, comma, inverted and single quotes, then double quotes, double dot, double quotes, and single quote, and write email is equal to this dot this dot email. This is how we process where okay, we are not passing any SQL, we are using $ID. Okay, $ID. For update, we have $ID, where email is equal to $ID. Okay, this is our, and we apply the query, and this is our simple update function. Now for the delete, this is the function, and for the delete we will add copy and paste, and this is delete or destroy. Okay, delete from users, where I should remove all this, where email is equal to this ID. Delete required ID. Okay, what about list? private, public, function, private function, list. Okay, list the records. We should have $SQL is equal to select all from users where, okay, there is no where, okay, only this, and we should have these two statements. Okay, copy and paste. Return this, return the list, return the records. List function, we will pass list function. Okay, this is return and delete is deleted. Okay, and get record. Last function is public function get record. Okay, get record is just, again I pass ID, copy and paste. Select all from users where email is equal to $this dot email dot comma dot, and it should return MySQL key. So there are two return statements and all others are non-return statements. This is our third class controller. Controller will fetch the data from the database and display the data okay. We should call list list. Okay, now we make objects. We have if count $_post there is function. This is the function options, function options, and inside options we have given options in add menu. Okay, this here, this is options function, this is options. Okay, so menu, this is the, when you click the menu it will display if it should dollar, we should have to list dollar dollar form is equal to new new view and dollar form dot what was the name of the function? $form dot display form, records and op. Display form, and records are, we have no records, and op is new. Okay, op is new. So a form will be displayed. A form will be displayed, and under that form we will have a view form display form, and we should fetch all the users. So we will have to fetch first $list is equal to new controller, new controller, and we will pass 1, 2, 3, 4. Force email. We will pass this to controller, name, email. Okay, this is 3 argument constructor. We should have a no argument constructor also, but this is the name, and it should display the we should call $list dot list. Okay, $user. Okay, $user dot list. User dot list. Okay, this will display the list. Okay, now after list we will have a post. Okay, we will see the post. First let's try to access it. Okay, we have no first we want to create this, create table is users, and go users, there now containing the word, this is filter. Okay, here we have to new, and table name is users, and fields are name, course, email, and this is varchar, name should be 50, this should be varchar, and name should be 100, this is email, this is varchar, and 255, and press go. Save. And our table created. This is our table. Okay. Now we should set the primary key also. We have table. Okay, in the WordPress, go to WordPress admin, login. Okay, login to WordPress admin and see the plugins and activate the plugin. Activate. plugin because it triggered fatal error T else on line 44. Okay, on line 44. Let's see what is 44. This is bracket. Okay, we should close a bracket. Save. Okay. Now activate the plugin. Activate it. And activate. A fatal error T as 92. Settings.php 92. Okay, go to 92 line. For each. This is for each. Okay. File, save, and then display. Now activate it. Okay, this is expecting class on line 110. Line 110. There is syntax error expected class B class expecting function or constant in. We should have this display form function. Okay, there may be some bracket missing. Okay, let's activate. Okay, wpdb t variable in on line 160. Okay, global is, this is not global, this is global. Okay, and we should save it and display. Now we should activate. Mm, 174 syntax error TF 174. Okay, go to 174. And this is it. What is the problem? Okay, this semicolon is it. Okay, file, save, and we should display it. We should display it. Okay, activate. There is a end of file settings.php. Unexpected end of file. Unexpected end of file. Okay, and this is options function bracket. File, save, and now I think there will be errors gone. Plugin activated, and you see left side CRUD. I click it, and this is the form. Okay, and now we have argument count error, too few arguments to function display form. Okay, so we should have display form has display form has display form has records and op. Records and op. So user.list $records. $records is equal to user.list, and we should have records $records, and option is list. Option is what? Option is edit, option is list. Okay, list. So we should save this and display it. Now invalid arguments apply to for each on line 92. For each, line 92, see line 92, this is for each $records. Okay, invalid arguments, because we are calling list, new model.query SQL, and a query is in the model class. We have query wpdb get results, return this records. Okay, this is the problem. $SQL. $SQL is the problem. Okay, this is argument missing. It should save it. It should go to root, and nothing displays because there is no record. We should add a record. There is no button here. There is no button in the new. There should be a button. PR PD, and we should have input type is equal to submit, name is equal to btn, new btn, and its value should be add record. Okay, this is td. Okay, this td, and we see now file save, and we go to WordPress. We see there is add record. We add Ali. Okay, we add course is PHP, WordPress, and email is lee@gmail.com. Add record. Let's see in the database. Browse. There is no record. So there is problem with the insert. Okay, option post. Count post is equal to 1. Now we have this option. If $_post btn new btn is equal to add record, then $name is equal to $_post and get the name. Okay, and get course is equal to $_post and get the course. Okay, and dollar email is equal to $_post email. Okay, and now we should call set $controller $add record is equal to new controller and the controller name course email. So $name $course and $email. Okay, this is and $add dot save. Now let's see. Go here. This is Ali, course is Wordpress, and email is ali@gmail.com. Add. There is a problem. I should save. $name $email new btn. Let's see. Display form records of add record new btn. Add record is small r, so this is small add record. Okay, we should save it and now try to add the record. Ali Wordpress and ali@gmail.com. We should add it. Okay. New controller add dot save. Insert into users name, email, values name, course email, and email. Values are okay. Now query model, query SQL. This is the records. wpdb get results $SQL. We are passing this. Insert into users name, course, email. Values are these. Okay, I should display this $SQL. Okay, to see what is the error. Okay, I write 11. Okay, 11. There is no validation right now. Okay, we are not validating the records. Okay, insert into user, course name, email. Value is this. Okay, this is okay. Now we have this record, and we have Akram, and course is PHP, and its email is akram@yahoo.com. Okay, and add record. Okay, this is second record. Now we want to see how edit and delete work. Okay, so I think for today it's enough. Okay, we will do edit and delete in the next session. Okay, so this will be the part 2. Okay, I should have created, but I have to go somewhere, so that is why I have to leave it here, because there should be a one video with edit and delete, and okay, edit and delete and edit, just call the functions. Okay, just you can make yourself that post add and post edit, post delete. If there is delete button pressed, we should pass the arguments in the query string and check the where condition, where email is equal to this, where email is equal to this, edit or delete, and this form will be populated. When we edit this, let's see, edit. Okay, sorry, you cannot access this page. There is some problem with the string. Okay, we will see. Okay, thank you very much. This is model view controller architecture. We are not validating the records. We want to see how model view controller architecture works in WordPress. Okay, you see how easy it is to build a component, build a plugin in WordPress. Okay, so try to add classes for the views. There is a view folder. There are separate HTML files for the classes. There are separate, just complete project. Okay, we want to see model view controller architecture and also some with the CRUD create, edit, delete. So we created this. We can use bootstrap here, tabs, settings, and we set the component here, plugin here, and that will be displayed on the main page. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much. Okay, now we want to see how edit and delete work. Very easy. Let's check the URL first. There is a problem with the URL, and URL is in the view anchor tag. Okay, this is the directory name. This should be CRUD. Okay, this should be, PHP is case sensitive, you know, so this should be CRUD. Okay, first thing we should do, and we see in the C Zend, htdocs, WordPress, and we have WP content, and we have plugins, and this is small CRUD. Okay, this is the component. Okay, now let's save it and see, save it, and now I want to reload it. Reload it, and I want to edit it. Okay, there is when this option, this code should also go into some class, but we have to do it here, $_post, not get. Okay, what is the option? Get option is equal to edit. If this is edit and email is not equal to LT in the get, then we should call what? we should call edit, $edit. Okay, let's see how to make the objects. Objects should be meaningful. Okay, edit is an object, is bigger picture is edit, but maybe there is a role. Okay, object has different roles, you know, in the UML object oriented programming, but we are just concentrating on the variables. These are ordinary variables. Okay, we have this, we have controller, and in the controller we pass what should we do? We have to list, we have to show dollar model is equal to new model. Okay, model should be some CRUD, some meaningful name, but we have to learn model view controller. Okay, this is the minimum, and dollar model is, and we should have an interest. If you code, if you have very difficult code, it is not easy to learn. No one will learn, because difficult things no one will learn. That is why we should add something related to model view controller, and this and some application. Okay, and there are a lot of tutorials, a lot of things available. People will see, but there should be an application, a small application, easy to understand, so that new coders come here in the WordPress field and develop the projects. Okay, WordPress is 80% of the websites are developed in WordPress. Why? Because of this model view controller. Okay, and security wise, Laravel is new. Okay, Code Igniter, these are all framework, and you see how easy it is to build. This is ordinary coding. This is not too much complex coding. I have not checked any security consideration, nothing. Just use 2 or 3 WordPress and how to embed the model view controller. Okay, now model is now our option is model dot display form. Display form, and in the display form I should there are records. We should list get record. Okay, get record. We have a controller. We should have first $edit is equal to new controller. Controller will fetch the record. Okay, new controller, this, and okay, this is the controller. Now $edit dot get record, and in the get record what we pass is $ID, and what is the ID? $get ID is our ID email. Okay, this email will be passed to okay, let's see. In the controller we have third is email. Okay, third is email, so we should pass it third variable as get $_get and email. Okay, get record this, and $record is equal to this, and we pass this to display form, and in the display form we have a record, $record, and we have to see this is edit. Okay, this is edit function and the display form, and this should be commented. Okay, so let's see. Now edit. Okay, let's see the $record. $record is $edit get record, controller get email, op is equal to edit. Op is equal to edit, id is equal to this. We should pass the id. We should pass controller, this is get id. Okay, save it. Now see, okay, there is problem with the display form. Okay, display form list, we have edit, op is equal to edit, course records, records as record, records are records and op. The record is op is equal to, else if op is equal to edit, this form should be displayed. Record as name, course, email, and we have populated all, and this is the form. This is the form. Okay, let's see. Echo $_get and ID. Let's see. Okay, this is the problem. Dot let's see now. Okay, there is problem with the option. Get op is equal to edit. Okay, the problem is op count $_get. Okay, get is greater than 0. Okay, so this is okay. Fatal error. Call to undefined display form. Call to undefined method display form. Display form. Okay, display is model.display form. View.display form. This is view. This is view. We should call these functions inside controller, but okay, right now we are doing it like this. Okay, we call everything to see how functions work, right? I should edit it. Now you see only one LE is here, one record, this LE, and here I should comment this, and why one? There is a problem of the value. name, dollar name, record dollar name. Okay, this is record. This is record. Okay, now you should see all three variables are there. Okay, now we have to update. We have to update it. Now the person presses edit button, name edit button. Edit button is equal to update. Okay, if dollar underscore get post edit btn is equal to update is equal to update, we should call this. We should call this, and this is how. Copy, and I should paste it over here. Paste. Controller, this is update or update object, and get id is same, get record no. We should call dollar update, and the function is update, and we pass what? Dollar underscore. Okay, get id, we have get id. So in the update we are passing dollar email. This dot email is there. So in the update there should be no id. Okay, this is not dollar id, but this should be like this. We should concatenate, and this dot email, dollar this dot email. Okay, now we set this. Okay, now I update 1111. This is 1111. This is 1111, and update. No 111. It should equal dollar rescue. 1111, 1111, and 1111, and update. Okay, this is ready. I should go here. Edit btn. Is it edit btn? Edit btn. Edit btn. And this is update. And this is post. We are passing id. And in the edit btn we have method is equal to post. If get off, if post edit button equal I should see has updated something, and when I press this update button, name and course are not there because it is updating something, and there is no yes. Okay, update user set name is equal to empty. Okay, we have name is equal to empty. This dot name. So we should have $_post name. Okay, this delete this $_post course and $_get this. Now let's see. We should edit it and we should put Ali course PHP 1111 and update it. There is still a problem. Post course. The reason is email course name. What about update? In the update we have update user set this dot name. This dot course $name $course $email. Okay, we should just see. Okay, name is 1111. There is no validation. Okay, validation of characters or digits. Okay, good. It is working now, right? We should edit it. Edit this from 1111 PHP 1111 and .com 1111. Okay, and update. Let's see, refresh. Okay, this is it, right? Should write again. This email is not updating, I think. Update it. Okay. And the problem is email. Post email. Okay, now let's edit it. Okay, and I update the email. This is okay. Let's see. Again, I put this. Post email. Edit it. And this is 1111. update. This is 2222. Again an update. See, okay, it is working, but it is not updating. This dot email here. This dot email is in the view. We have email, $email, $required email. $record email, then $email, value, submit, controller update, and in the update we have update user set name is equal to this SQL view model query $SQL. Okay, update is not working. If I go here and write 1111 update, okay, the problem, okay, not post this should be ID, this should be ID, post ID, not get ID, okay, important. This is now, this should work, because we are passing hidden value ID. Okay, I should pass now 1111 and update. Email is equal to post ID. Okay. Right. This is in the update we have $ID. In the update we should pass $ID. Okay, and it is $ID. Okay, $, right? This is $ID, and we pass here the posted email and get $_get ID. This is very simple, right? We use this ID like this. Now it will work fine. 1111 and update. Yes, it is working, right? Okay, it has been edited. So we should refresh. Again, we can use location.href. We should use location.href or location.replace, but maybe this causes some problem. We can use different methods. Okay, how to refresh the page? This should be automatically refreshed. Okay, now this is edit. Again, we try once more whether it is working or not. Okay, akram@yahoo.com and 1111 and update it. Updated. This has been updated, but we have to click again to see the record. This is a refresh problem. It is not refreshing. Okay, right. Now delete. Okay, let's see quickly. If $_post delete btn, no, get op is equal to delete, then simple make the controller copy paste controller name. Okay, this should be like this, second argument and third argument, right? This should be commented, and get id update, this should be delete, this should be delete get id, and we should use delete $. Is it delete in the class? It is delete, right? Okay, now let's see. I should delete it. Delete. Edit btn is causing problem. And $display. Okay, now let's see. Okay, deleted. Okay, this has been deleted. This is, now we have to refresh it, and it has been deleted again. This is the problem of refreshing. Okay, so now we have idea of WordPress. This is very simple application. Okay, we can add things, we can remove, we can do multiple tasks. There should be, this is settings area, this is admin area, right? And we have this, there are WordPress classes also, there is Bootstrap available, and you use env scripts, and there are a lot of methods you can use to apply jQuery, to apply scripts, to apply styles. Okay, but currently we have knowledge of PHP, good knowledge of PHP. Okay, we did that, we did PHP project, and front-end design we have the knowledge of CSS, Bootstrap, some JavaScript and jQuery, we have created the project. Now, what we have learned from this? This is very easy to integrate. Okay, this is integration. But for ordinary PHP site, how to integrate it? This is admin portion. In the admin portion, this view should be available to user portion. In the WordPress site, user portion. Okay, so this view should be there, and maybe here we list something, but this is admin portion, means settings area. This is settings area. We can make complete site, means one component, one plugin is complete site, complete website. Okay, complete function. Okay, as a component. So this is software as a service, because so this is because of model view controller. We develop the projects maybe less than half time. If we develop this kind of functionality in PHP, it will be very difficult, because again we have used all PHP functions. If we take these functions to classes, then the development time will be less. Okay. Now I add a record, add another record. This is 100. Okay, this is validation. Just check validation. 100 and 100. No email validation, no codes, and we add the record, and record has been added, and we have to refresh it. Okay, record has been added. Now, how to refresh? Okay, now if I comment this and refresh, it will cause an error. Okay, if I refresh. Okay, if I add a script, if I add script, this is what, and this is script, and script. So we should location dot replace, or location dot href is equal to this URI. Let's see. This is admin dot php what page is CRUD. Okay, and I should location dot href is this. Let's see whether it is working or not. Just I edit this. This is 333, this is 333, and I updated. Okay, there is no refresh because of maybe some problem of admin.php location dot replace. Location dot replace. This should be like this. Okay, replace. Right, let's see. Now I update. It should throw an error. Okay, reload. All reloaded, right? Okay, this is a loop. This is some kind of loop, right? We should stop the script, stop executing, and we should write settings settings.php. Okay, page is settings.php. You should save this, reload. No, not reload. You have to okay, now I see this. I should remove this, save it and refresh. Okay, it is working. Okay, we can refresh it using JavaScript, using WordPress, but we have not used any security measures, any installation, activation, deactivation of the plugin. Okay, if I delete, okay, very important. If I delete from here this plugin, from here, deactivate and then delete. If I delete this, the folder will be deleted. Okay, but the data will be there. Okay, if I delete this from the plugins directory, this plugin will be deleted permanently. But our data part, or in the database, this table is there. That will not be deleted. Okay, this users. Okay, let's see users. There are users. Okay, there are 2 users. We have 2 users, right? So this is how we make model view controller architecture, and this is how we create some coding, in basic coding in WordPress. This view should be inside the, this is one user's view. Every entity has a view, a model and a controller. Okay, then there is inheritance. We can make rules. Okay, and you see, we have used ordinary PHP classes. Okay, because this is PHP based, right? We have used get, post. There are other methods in the manage options. Okay, we can use different options. Okay, so I think, and I hope that you have understood the model view controller architecture, its basic constructs, and how to develop a plugin in WordPress. Okay, you can develop this view. This is the view. This is some edit.php. In the views, under in the folder views, under users, there should be a page edit record. There should be a page delete update record. There should be a page new record, new user.html, new user.php, and we pass this to these variables. If you go to some, for example, some React or Angular, then these these variables are not used. We set the variables in the components, and we pass, there is a separate syntax called blade and other. So we use in the components we use different methods of the framework, and that is MVC framework for the front end and MVC framework for the back end, Laravel and CodeIgniter, and we have for the front end we have React and this Angular JS. Okay, so we will study all these technologies in the coming lectures, and this is the base. We have seen that how model view controller architecture works. okay, and how to write a plugin. If you see, there are thousands of plugins available on WordPress sites, free of cost. There is no cost. You can use free of cost. There are a lot of plugins. I have a site, I am using in that site more than 150 plugins, free plugins. Okay, so it means more than 150 websites, web applications. This is free world, right? This is free. This is called free. Some people are saying that okay, WordPress is just not secure. It is the most secure, because security means you save some money, you save time. This is the security. What else is security? Security crashing? If this is the security that your WordPress crashes? No, this is not security. You are secure if you save the time. Okay. Other bug issues. I mean, there are a lot of things. Firewalls. There are a lot of things you can do. You can enable, disable ports, etc. Okay. But in the web world, nothing is secure. Okay, because these boxes, these all, I mean, when you open the port, HTTP port, I mean, someone can listen easily. Okay, so we should use, I think, a TLS. Okay, TLS is not secure. Is it secure? Maybe. So there are security classes. There are everything. WordPress is dynamic, and we should use it. Okay. And we salute to these creators of Bootstrap for us. Okay, and now we have Bootstrap editor. So these are all technologies. You have to use it, and this is the learning stage. And when you get familiar with these technologies, it is very much paying. Okay, WordPress. Okay, more than 80% websites are. And ordinary PHP is converting to WordPress, because it is easy to use and very much components, too much component available. Okay, so this is the path is WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, and for front-end design, MVC, React. This is your actual path goal. Okay, and difficult coding. This is easy coding. Okay, this is very much easy coding, and when you say easy, it means there are bugs. Okay, when you say difficult, there will be no bugs. Okay, difficult means there will be no bugs. Okay, so and no less maintenance cost. Okay, that's it. We will do next SEO. We will see in this course SEO, search engine optimization. How search engine optimization? I am not expert of search engine optimization, but I am expert of webmaster tools. Okay, search engine optimization is you see this loop. This where is for each loop. Okay, if you see this loop, in this loop, if I use a function and it gets called again and again, time consuming. If there is an index, you are not indexing your tables inside, and the database optimization, code optimization, and there is on page, off page optimization, and then content, very important. Your content must not be copied, must be repeated efficiently. Okay, so I will use Google Webmaster Tools, the most known Google Webmaster Tools, Google rules. If you follow those rules, for example, we should have alt attribute, we should have titles, proper description, no repetition, less repetition. Okay, less copy and paste, your original work. Okay, so this will determine your marketing of the website, that search engine optimization, if that is optimized and you have place on first page of Google, it will increase your revenue. Okay, so there are a lot of tools, unethical, ethical hacking tools, SEO hacking tools, right? You can use them carefully, right? I am using the Google rules, okay, Bing rules, search engine scientist rules. The Google and these search engine makers those are scientists in our field, in IT field, okay. So they have set the rules, we should follow them, okay. Okay, thank you very much. This was our first plugin, the difference between the previous project, this project, and next we will have complete PHP course, we will have complete Laravel course, not complete, okay. I am not expert of that much. Complete means Laravel and then MVC. Most of the things, most of the applications I can do in there is Laravel, in Angular, in Node.js. Node.js I am beginner, okay. I don't know much about Node.js, but I use Node.js with the Laravel and Angular. With Laravel and Angular I have created the application, right? Okay. Okay, you see these classes? This is not a good code, if you see. I think this is not a good code, but you have learned a lot. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Next, SEO, search engine optimization, is next, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, now if we see the classes, and if we see this controller, and we have view here, view should not be here, okay. View should be inside controller. So just take these two, and function display, function display new form, okay, and it is this, right, new form, and we should call controller user list display $user dot display new form, and this is view, and then we list. After this we pass display form $records, $records, and we should cut this and paste this here, okay. We should this, paste here. Okay. User display new form. This should be commented. New view, display form new, records list, user list, and we should call display new form, display new form. This is the function of controller. Okay. This is static function. Okay, static function, and it should be controller and double dot. Okay, let's see the output. CRUD we have okay, this is our function. Now if we see, there is a view here. Okay, edit, and again we should pass option, dollar option, okay. Dollar option, and we should have cut, paste, if dollar of is equal to edit. Okay, dollar out is equal to edit. Here there is no option, and we paste it here. Okay, in case of edit, now edit, in case of edit, controller and double colon and display new form, okay. Now here this controller and this is operating, this is okay, right? And here controller, this is now. So this statement, that this is the statement, controller fetches the data from the DB and displays it on the view. This is a statement, right? So controller is between the view and model. This is basic concept. Database can, this model can also update, and view can update. Okay, but that was complete. That is complete. The hierarchy is controller, okay, controller fetch the data from the database and displays it on the view. This is the logic of this program. Okay, this is not logic or complete logic of MVC. Okay, but this is the, you see, there is no view statement, only controller. You see, controller, only controller, and we should have our own class to display this controller. Okay, client class. Okay, let's make class CRUD. Okay, and we have function underscore construct. Okay, construct, and we should cut, paste it over there, paste, right? With this is $. If $. is equal to empty, do this. Okay, do this. Else if $of is equal to edit, then this is edit, option is edit. Okay, and we should call this class in CRUD. New CRUD, and this is new CRUD. Okay, and we should pass here nothing, and we should pass here new CRUD and edit. Okay, this is edit. CRUD extends controller. Okay, extends controller. CRUD can also extend controller, means more functions and can access this. Okay, now this is CRUD, and again we have controller. This is controller, and this controller has controller display new form. There should be a function, a public function, new record, okay, and we should put this in cut, we should paste here, and name email, this should be $name $course and dollar email. Okay, this is repetition, but we have to do it. Just to see, we should call this function static function and CRUD new record. New record. New record. We should pass name, course and email. Okay, and do new record. Okay, we should pass an option. CRUD options. $off. Okay. If $off is equal to new, then do this. Okay. Else, if $off is equal to edit, then do this. Okay, edit is there. Is update. Cut and paste. Okay. If I did, then do this. Okay. If delete, okay, we have update function, and we should write CRUD new record. Okay, the function name should be some options. Okay, new record, this $3 off. Okay, new record, and we should for the delete option, cut, and we should paste else if $off is equal to delete, then do this. Okay. So when we should make static and non-static? Okay, if we do not need object, we should use static. Okay, so we should, and what should be the name of the function? Okay, this is in the design phase, you have to name. Okay, this is record, because I am doing right now, this is design analysis, I don't know. Okay, so this is not the way, this is not the proper way. Okay, I am just trying to trying to make the classes, okay, and eventually there is a function name comes in my mind and I put and the statement. This is not the way, this is not the proper way, okay. For the large applications you have to do everything in advance, at least 99%, and 1% maybe there should be a change, okay, if not 90%, 80%, because this is web application, it is changing, it is maybe agile methodology, client can change requirements often, okay. So we should have this mentality that there will be a change, okay, but there must be bare minimum for the application, because this should be part of first version, okay. So new record should not, this is not new record, okay. This means software is talking, okay, and just like I am weak in English, okay, because this is not a native language for me, so just like that software is talking, okay, new record, this is new record, okay, I am calling the function new record. This is not the way. For the update there should be update record. How to pass dynamic functions, dynamic function, dynamic classes, class exists, function exists, how to add new functions, you have to do it, okay, yourself, because these big applications like WordPress, like large applications, okay, these use complex coding, okay. This is easy, this is the easiest way to do the things, okay, but we have to understand how classes work and how MVC work. But new record, there should be, this is new record, user says okay, this is an interface, it inserts a new record, okay, this is not a new record, this is update the existing record. How can I change new to update? How can I change new to delete? Just I have to add one delete. How to do that? Okay, so make the data and functions in advance, okay, and there should be a proper way. Okay, this is options. This is options. This is new record. This is not new record. CRUD new record. CRUD options. CRUD options. This is better. CRUD options. This is better name, right? We have options. Okay. And options is a static function. This is options. Dollar. And this is options. Okay. This is dollar off. Okay. This is delete. Delete. This is again dollar off. This is update. Update. Okay. So dynamic application, there should be no text. Okay. For example, you have seen some plugins create the HTML components, create the HTML input boxes, all that. How? Okay, create it, dynamic forms, how they work. If this is the coding, I mean, you cannot do it. Okay, WordPress has all the functionalities. We will do it in WordPress course. Okay, this is just to show you how classes work, how MVC work. The important thing is how MVC works. Let's see our class is working or not, because we have not changed anything, just add some functions. Let's see, is there any error? No error. Let's add a record. A at v.com. Okay, and add record. Okay, now too few arguments, two options. Yes, too few arguments, two options. This is empty. For the new card, this is new. This is new. Okay, I should save it, and I go here, and now I press A at b.com. Okay. Now insert into user's course email. Again, refresh problem. The problem is not with the refresh. A is there. Okay. The problem is we are not sending the option. We are not sending the correct option in the here. Okay. It only shows edit. No, it is not the way. I think it is a refresh problem, because we are calling new record before it. New record is there, and inside new record we have display new form, edit, and we have options. Okay, this is good then. Options. Okay. Again, this name, course, email option. We have name, course, email option in this class also. Name, course, email options. No, there should be argument. Array of arguments. Send array, and that should be declared in some another class. Okay, variables class, and we should get one object. Okay, from the post collection we get all the variables and names and values and all that. Okay, now this is working. I think now this is working. Let's delete it. Delete it. Delete it. I have to refresh it. So with the Ajax, it is very easy, right? I have to edit this. Let's edit it. Edit is working. It is not working. Okay, edit is working, and again we have okay, this is the problem. We have called okay, this is edit. Just to see, this is 333 and 33 and update. So this is the problem with the it is not did by it is something else. It is edit. Yes, edit, and then in the edit, CRUD edit. Option is equal to edit. Controller this dot new form edit. Option is equal to edit. Controller get ID. Get record, view, and display forms. Edit. Option is equal to edit. Controller get ID. Get record, view, and display forms. Edit. Get record, view, and display forms. Edit. option is equal to edit, and when we update, okay, for the update we have no update function. For the update we have options update, but options edit is this. Edit button is equal to update, options update. Edit should display form, only form. Okay, edit is this, and edit button, options update. This is update. Okay, let's save it. Let's see whether it is updating or not. And we should have this now. We put this 333, 333 and 333 and update it. Updated. So this is 333. Oh, so all options are working, right? There is no validation. We will do it in WordPress class. Okay, how validation works. So from the plain PHP, you have now understanding of plugins. Okay. So next is SEO. Okay. Now there is no. If you see, this is model class, view class, inside this class, and we have client class. This class controller, extends controller. Extends mean use the basic functions. Okay, controllers, function and update and delete and options. Okay, and now we have to see why this is displaying 2 times, because new is calling 2 times. When there is edit, then option is edit. Option is edit, and display new form edit, and display new form edit. Okay. If $op is equal to empty, then do this. Okay, I'll save. Let's see. Edit. Okay, good. Now I should remove some error and 4444. And is this the proper way of manual testing? This is not the proper way. So testing is another phase. How can I solve this with jQuery or JavaScript? report 4 page. So it is working. Okay, thank you.